Salute to the chat. TJ Joe. What? Let me get this chat over here. Salute everybody. Hopefully round 2 will work a little better here. This damn phone. What's up with everybody? I'm going to run through the chat. Man, we had a good start over there and I messed it up. I'm a little pissed at myself now. Kind of shit. We got a chat. The link is pinned if anyone want to pop up. Quinzilla, Mrs. Bobbiana, Scorpio Mama in the building. Yankees for life. Good to see you again, bro. Haley back. Appreciate you guys. Lewis, salute. New York, Nikki, salute. I said Lewis. Jose, salute, bro. Jose Lewis. Louise. That shit moved on me. What's up, everybody? Like I said, open panel. KT did pop up with me, but then I know he has a premiere right now, so he could possibly be dealing with that. So nothing special going on. Open panel. I had a little bit of free time, so I figured I'd be the one. I'll use my StreamYard hours. Hey, I ain't gonna sit here quietly. I'll play you a little bit more of my music while we wait for someone to pop up. Or I think it's some shit to talk about. Let's go. What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Hey, our Henny. Our Henny in the building. Nate the Great. What you mean? We got the All-Stars. Appreciate you pulling up, fellas, ladies, gents, children of all ages. Welcome to a spectacle like you've never seen. You've never seen anything like it. You maybe never will ever see anything like it again. I gotta make sure you can hear me over this music. Check. Order the check.
What the hell is going on here? Huh?
KT, you about to dance?
Hey, yo.
Nah, that's the type of music where you dance with a lady specifically. I don't know if you ever been to a rave.
Of course I have.
That song right there is 3 different club songs in one. What you were hearing right there ends.
I got a house in the Poconos. I remember my first rave I ever went to. It was 3 white girls with colored chalk drawing some big psychedelic. I don't know what it was, witchcraft. I don't know what it was, man. But that was
Were any of them named Caitlin?
To tell you the truth, I don't know their name. I didn't know their name. I was just walking through. You know, when you walk through your first rave, I don't know your experience, but for me, coming from where I come from, it was all types of stuff going on all around. So I was just, in awe.
You got the best of both worlds, though.
Yeah.
You got it where some other people maybe from your area didn't, because they maybe never, leave there. I feel that same quote, I guess you would call it power, responsibility, whatever. But I feel that myself, like where I'm at now. You know what I mean? I think like a guy I knew really well in Kensington, one of my homies, my son hung with his nephew. He just had a heart attack. We're about the same age.
Wow.
So, that kind of shit hit home. Like, damn, he's still on the same. I've been going for 7 years now, So it's like, damn, on the same block doing this, probably drinking and smoking every night. And that shit got like, come on, man.
Yeah. I knew a dude when I was young. I probably was like 19, 20. He probably had to be like 30. And he got a motorcycle. He used to bring this motorcycle out every day, on the block, cleaning, wiping it down and all that. Man, he still got that motorcycle. He a crackhead, and it's crazy. Like mad years later, man.
It's crazy that he didn't get rid of it, because the ones I know, they have nothing. Like they'll get rid. There's not that one item where they're like, all right, that's the one thing I won't sell. Like,
well, he's not that bad of a he hides it. Like only certain people know this. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
But he never leveled up from right there. Like he's still stuck there. You feel me?
Well, I mean, listen. I mean, we have a unique perspective, right? I think yourself, myself, people who grew up in areas where you may have seen, for lack of a better word, again, guys, PC, of course, crackheads.
Right.
We've seen crackheads generationally.
Right.
And the differences nowadays compared to back in the day and things like that. Like when you run into an older person who smokes crack, let's say 50, they've probably been doing that for about 30 years. They were hiding it for 29 and a half. Like, that kind of stuff. The new age people, they don't give a shit. That's who you'll see in Kensington and things of that nature. They're just, it's horrible.
But you know what's funny? A lot of them, like the ones who got like hooked in the 80s, is like recovered now. Like they don't even smoke crack no more. You know what I'm saying?
I've seen that too. Yeah. A lot of the ones I know too, it's like they realized they finally had to clean up. They hitting that 50, 60 mark. You know what I mean?
Right. And sometimes like when you get to a certain age, your body it won't even tolerate certain things and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
And you got to think of that, man, especially when people are getting hooked on these long, like I knew someone that didn't start smoking crack, all honesty, till he was 45 years old, bro.
That's crazy.
The year was like 2010, let's say.
That's crazy.
I said, bro, that's out of this world. He's like, what do you mean? I said, anybody I know that's 45 that smokes crack has been doing it since they were 20,
right?
Since like 90s. And I'm like, man, you got to get away from that shit, Jack.
But as I get older and I learn about this shit, like the ones in the 80s and all that, is not like it's they fault. They didn't even know what they was doing. Like they was mixing it with weed. It was like how people pop mollies and shit back then. You feel what I'm saying? Like they didn't know that shit was gonna make them crack.
Salute.
So a lot of these niggas in the 80s, they didn't know a lot of them is ex-drug dealers, people who had great jobs, people who had pensions, because they didn't know that they was gonna get turned out. You feel me?
That's a fact.
But the 90s niggas knew that.
A lot of people were on that righteous path where they'd be, retiring, and now they're looking like, oh, I spent that 401k years ago.
Right.
Some people don't even get them. Like if you're blue collar, if you were blue collar in the 80s and 90s, 2000s, let's say a mechanic, you're probably not going to have a pension and things when you hit retirement age. Like you're kind of screwed. Social Security may help you, but that's if you're disabled. And why would you want to count on the government's money instead of your own type of deal?
Right.
So
see, when I was out there doing what I was doing, I would invest in my family or my friends if they was trying to do something. And some of them, is successful right now. So I got, so that's why I'm able to, not have to, worry about money and shit like that. But
that's what troubles me about the kids in Kensington, man, because it's like you'll see somebody out, you'll go down a block, right? And you'll just see some, like, you'll see the addicts that you see on the videos, hunched over, laying, in their 30s and 40s. And then you see some like 80-year-old Puerto Rican man zipping down the block with a shopping cart. Like, I'm gonna give y'all a true story about. So anybody who's seen K&A, that about 5 blocks up Kensington Ave, we was walking in to get our hair cut right there, and an Asian guy ran by with no feet, stumps, pushing the shopping cart, about 75 years old. That I was probably about 19. That is when I learned the lesson. The addicts back in the day were different, man. They were resilient. The drugs were different. When I had my ulcer burst, I met a guy who was from, Kensington, and he was a Puerto Rican man, probably, if I would guess, 50s, 60s. And he's like, "Do I know you?" And we didn't, but you know how it is in a hospispecial. I was there for a
oh
week.
my God. I'm so glad I was on mute, man. I'm so glad I was on mute, man. I'm fucking dead.
So anyway, the dude said
he ran by with no feet. Never.
Listen, you should have unmuted for that one.
Now I was back here crying.
Listen, I don't write the rules, bro. I just play the game. You know what I'm saying?
I never heard that before in my life. How a nigga gonna run by with no feet?
Listen, I got some crazy ones, bro. I got some, like, almost died twice. Well, that almost for sure died twice. Had a gun to my head multiple times for dumb shit. You know what I mean? So it's like, there've been a few. There's a few like crazy stories when I think it. Like we were in a fire, me and Kels. I talked about it a long time ago, but a lot of newer people don't know it. But yeah, we were in a fire while she was pregnant with my son. But I'm saying, the older, quote, crackheads in Kensington, man, they were just built different. I seen one run on ice.
I had many life-threatening experiences, man. It's just like you just get used to that shit.
That's a fact.
Well, I'm not used to it no more. All praise to the Most High. I'm not the same no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand. Sometimes I go out and I stand outside, and after like 30 minutes, I don't understand how I could stand. Well, I was getting money, but still, I don't know. I used to be outside for 24 hours. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
I get it. I don't like I hate going to the store, bro. It's like when I hustled, I would go to the store and back home and then back to the store and then there and there. And I bounce for something. Now I'm just like, man, my legs hurt. I don't want to do it no more.
Yeah, I don't want to do nothing.
Like, I still got to work.
Yeah, and if it don't really make sense, like, shit got to make sense to me now. Like, I could be doing something else. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep. That's what it really is when you age too. It's the prioritizing the time.
Right. Time is very short. You learn that, like, time flew. I remember when I was like 15 and it felt like yesterday.
Man, I can't even reminisce. My baby just moved down south, bro. Like, I can't even reminisce. That shit tears me apart. Pause.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, my baby moved.
Like some of my friends are like grandfathers. Like,
yeah,
ain't even 50 yet. You feel me? Like,
I expect I'm only a few years away from it. My kids are both grown now, 22 and 20.
Yeah. Right.
My brother's already my younger brother, year and a half younger. He's been a grandparent for like 4 years already.
My oldest brother's a great grandpa. Yeah, great grandpa.
Mom's a great grandma. My mom's a great grandma.
Yeah, my mom's too. My mom's is a great grandma.
But you know what it is though? It's the young generations. You got to figure, if you look at the timeline for my mom's great grandkids. So my mom was 19 when she had my brother. So from that day, 16 years later, he has his daughter. 16 years from that, she has her daughter. So what was that? 40 years around? Like, we got grandparents at like 40.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Yeah.
And my kid's making it to 22 and 20. I'm already like, you already beat the statistics. My daughter, like I said, she went down south. She's trying to get her career going, and it's more tech shit down there. And it's like a whirlwind lately, bro. Like, whoa, what's happening?
Yeah, my brother had his first daughter at 15.
Yeah. Yeah, my brother had just turned 16. His girl was 14.
Now I think they was the same age. Yeah, his girl was like I think
It's
yeah
just different areas, bro.
yeah
I was a little sheltered as a kid because like Kensington wasn't as bad. You knew how to stay away from it back then. You could stay away. Your kids didn't have to see it. And I had an okay life growing up. Mixed community, had fun, good friends. I wouldn't complain. But it's like the movement as time moves along, so to speak.
yeah.
It's
Then my
like,
brother's daughter, she had a kid like at 17, 18,
mm,
and then she had a
yeah, you
son,
got
and
his
then
big
he
family
he
quick.
he had he got a girl pregnant when he was like 15. So this nigga's
You have
like
what?
that's
5 kids, or you and 4?
who me?
Yeah,
No, it's me and six.
you and
But I
6.
got
Okay.
yeah, I got two of my brothers are, adopted, but we
Okay.
don't
See,
look
I
at
got
it
me
like
and 4, but I got two half brothers because I'm a bastard.
I'm dead. See, we don't
So
really all different fathers is half brothers and stuff like that. Like I don't know. We don't really look at half brothers and like my father
yeah,
got
that's what it really depends on.
yeah, we don't really look at them I don't look at them as my half brothers and sisters. But I see what you're
Cecil,
saying.
wild country. Yeah, that's how my mom came up. Like, you know, through the 60s and 70s, your kids would have different daddies because one went to war and died, and you had to rematch. There's all kind of situations like that.
Right,
So it's like, people and they always said that there ain't no halves. There ain't, step is one thing. Step means
right. Step is different. Yeah,
two people married that already had kids. The Brady bunch, that step brother, step sister.
right,
Half
right,
half just means you got the same daddy but different mom. No, like, no, you're my brother. What are we doing here?
right, right. I don't because even my adopted brother, I don't do that adopted shit.
Yeah,
You
why
know what I'm
would
saying?
you? And like I said, I found out I was a bastard a little down the line, so there was a lot of turmoil through my like early 20s, let's say. You know what I mean? With my brother, with my brothers I grew up with, thought I'm their birth. You know what I mean? There's a lot of shit like that, and then it's like, all right, but I still don't want to not. I still don't want to turn down these other brothers. You know what I mean? That I'm making. Why would I do that? You know what I mean? So
Right.
this other family wants to be a part of me. Why would I be push them away?
Man,
Yeah,
family is
yeah.
crazy, man.
Family's
Especially
crazy.
when money come involved. Like when we getting older and the eldest start to pass away and they start to leave stuff behind and the family start fighting
Yeah.
over it and all that. Or they don't leave nothing behind and families going to debt trying to,
Oh, you ain't ever lied. I
yeah,
just see
it's
you.
crazy.
I watch some funny body cam videos on YouTube. A lady, an older lady's in her bed. She hears a noise. She goes to get out of bed and steps on someone that's laying on the floor. The person on the floor gets up,
What?
runs down the basement. Cops get there in a few minutes. The old lady. She's explaining that her husband had passed. It's just her and someone's in the basement. They go down. It's the daughter, the stepdaughter. So the deceased man's daughter. She's broken into the house in the middle of the night. Come to find out, she's like a Minnesota senator or something like that.
What?
They're saying she was coming for a hat and a shirt, but they found 2 laptops and like a box of his. So they're saying the old lady's paranoid. They're going to take care of her. The old lady's like, I'm sharp as a tack. They're trying to rob me. So I'm like, whoa, this shit's
Wow.
still happening, bro. Wild Country, Geo, Auntie Macbeth,
Salute,
Cecil.
salute. That's
Yeah, man,
crazy.
scams are worse than ever. Like the stores up here, one of the stores, it's Turkey Hill. It's like a Wawa. They got scammed for $2,500 the other day. I'm like, how would that work? The only way I could see it working is phone rings. You get the scammer on the phone and they say, you guys ripped somebody off. Go get 2,500 in gift cards and send them to us. That's the only way it could work.
Yo,
And I can't believe people are still falling for that shit.
you know what's funny? Not to change the subject, but I just start thinking about death. Like, do you think about that?
I can't stop thinking about that.
I just started thinking one day. I said, damn, one day it's gonna be a day where it's gonna be my last day, and I'm not gonna be here no more
I think
forever.
about some days. I think, is this my last day?
You do that? I never, yo.
Well, like I said, with my stomach, like like you said, we both had like near death experiences. Now my stomach, that was a little different than a near death experience. It's like, no, I pretty much almost died. I had an ulcer burst in my stomach. I had to go right to the hospital. I tried going home. I couldn't. I had to go right to the hospital. As soon as I walked in the door, they put me in an ultrasound on my stomach. They were like, "Oh, to surgery right now." So within 45 minutes of walking in the door, I was in surgery. I didn't wake up till about 6 hours later. I had a tube down my throat, a tube down my nose, a tube in my stomach, an IV in each arm, a catheter, and kind of knew where I was because I was still conscious from before. Like I started to get my consciousness. So like, all right, I came to the hospital. Then seeing Kel's mom, Dukes came. That cheered me up. And it took me 7 days to get out of there.
So
that's to me. That's a little different than when I was trying to wait for my pizza roll in the Chinos and someone said, "You look like the guy that robbed my brother," and put a gun to my head. You know, they're a little different.
How do you keep on like just going on regular? Like now, like me, that kind of changed the way I move now. It's things I gotta do. I'm trying to you know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to.
It did. Like, it changed everything.
Okay. So what you trying to get done before here? Like it's nothing you.
Yeah. And you think of it, and you know the person you've known over the last 6-7 years is the result of that. When I met you, I was 3 years in from that happening, and I was going through that change. Like, yo, I have to change my entire life, bro.
Wow.
Because I'm like, Doc, what causes this? Number one, it was like when I was a kid, when I sold perks, I would eat a lot of them and shit like that too. Pills tear your stomach apart. Then I would take Tylenol PMs to go to bed, not realizing that's the aspirin is an NSAID, which tears your stomach apart. I already had a bad stomach hereditarily, so I was set up for failure with it. So I had to like, now I don't drink soda anymore. Like I started to again. I got a little lazy with it. Like, oh, my stomach's fine. I could drink soda. It wasn't hurting. I started to get some pains back. So now I went to cranberry apple juice. I try to walk at least every day. If I ain't got nothing to do, if I'm off work, I try to go like walk to the store, go to the store that's a little further. But honestly, it's where I got my, like I was saying, the Murph, with the more optimistic outlook and not really being negative. That's who came out of that. Because before that, I was a very negative person.
Yeah, but I'm not even talking about negative. I'm just talking about like things like one day you're not gonna be here. Like, is it anything you're trying to like me? All praises to the Most High. I got a mission and a message. And once I start thinking like that, I say, "Oh shit, I got to get on my shit." You feel me? Yeah. You feel me? Like this shit is for real. Like one day I'm not gonna be here, so I gotta like turn it up a little bit more. That's why I've been in my studies. I've been trying to fold back a little bit and all because I'm trying to like. Life is short and shit is real.
For me, I try to get it set up so I could just life till then. You know what I'm saying? So it's like life insurance in case I pass and they ain't got to bury me. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And outside that, just burying hatchets, dropping arguments. Not being the guy that always needed the last word in an argument, stopping that because it gets me aggravated. It hurts my stomach. You know what I mean? So I don't yell as much anymore. Like. You know what I mean? So it's like I do all those things cautiously. I got to be more, I guess you would call it heart healthy, but it's also stomach healthy. So I'm only 42. I should,
I'm working on like, I'm trying to put together a family tree. I'm trying to put together information, biblical history, all of this stuff I'm learning and pass it down in my family. You feel us to the next generation.
See, I'm kind of feeling like a lot of my journey there is done though, right? Like my kids they're gone. They left.
Right.
So all
but is it anything that
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Is it anything that you would want your children to know? Like, when you, the day that it happens, God forbid or whatever, when we going through this, then you start thinking about, damn, I should have did this. I didn't do that. You feel what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to think about that now.
I got rid of a lot of that.
Okay.
So it's like
I gotta catch up, man. I'm behind. You 10 years ahead.
Like with my kids, they know everything, bro. Like my kid, we were really tight for a long time, the four of us. You know what I mean? Like we had lived in a little apartment just so me and Kels could grind and work. You know what I mean? So we were really tight their whole lives. So them leaving now.
I've been through that before. Yeah, we done lived in the studio.
Them leaving now is a little sentimental. You know what I'm saying? But they're ready to start their lives. They're good humans. They know what it is. Like, I don't want to die. I want to see them have kids. So I'm not ready for that. But that's what I'm saying. Like, as much ready as I can be.
Right. Because it just happens. Like, you know.
It just happens. Yep.
Yeah.
Who's to say if the same thing happens to me again, they can't close it? Now, I don't know what would happen then because they were so panicked about blood getting into my stomach.
Well,
That's why I was in the hospital.
I'll say this, man. If y'all fucked with me in any type of way, if anything, God forbid, happened and y'all find out, please don't put it on here.
Nah, I would never.
There you go. I see
Blanco,
I'm sick of this.
No, I know how you feel about it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, this should make me sick.
Georgie. Yeah, no, I know how you feel about it. I would never. I would like reach out to the ones that are real close to me, which is like Pam, Rich, Bobby, Mrs. Bobby, you know what I mean? So I would let them know and just tell them, yo, offline.
Right.
But that's why I fuck with my squad because we don't have the person in the group that fucks up and tells everybody. You know what I'm saying? So it's like people complain a lot on here, but they don't put no work into it. You know
some people
saying?
feel like you don't love the person or you're not representing the person if you don't get on here and say something to a bunch of you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not I'm just want to let people know I don't feel like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I think death is a personal private thing. I don't think it's a public thing. You know what I'm saying? So
I can dig that. Anybody in the chat, the link is pinned. Feel free to join the convo.
Like look at that Hulk Hogan shit. Like you know,
it's kind of weird though, KT, because we spend our lives on here. Why wouldn't our death be on here to an extent?
But I don't spend my life on here. You know
no, of course
been on here for 5 years, 6 years.
Yeah, I know. Our time.
That's not even a piece of my life. Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like you know, that's supposed to be for your close friends and family and all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Like if I passed away, right, and like of course, knocking on wood, everybody who's superstitious, pardon me. I would like if Kells wanted to do a live to like let the group know. I wouldn't be upset with that. Do you know what I mean? Like just do one and done. That's all I'm like. I don't need.
Yeah, see, now you wouldn't care. Like I think people should let people know that ahead of time because I would. Yeah. If my wife was to do some shit like that, I'll haunt her.
Well, see what for sure. I'm gonna haunt her anyway. I don't want to leave her. I want to haunt her. She's still gonna take care of me when I'm a ghost. I would want her to because you know when I reflect even a little bit, it's like most people that know me after I was in bands and shit, you know, as I was younger, I was in bands and then I rapped. After I got out of that stuff, most people know me for like lives and content. I was on Facebook for a while and I tried to pull Instagram in there and I tried to do YouTube, but it was like I got in a fight with my brothers about something. I was in a bad place already, so it sent me over the edge. Like, you know, fuck YouTube. You know how you would get. Right. So I came back to it. During the years there, I would just drop a video. I think of something funny and drop a video. You know, be 10 seconds of something stupid. Everybody knows how they are when you got 10 subs. But over time, you know, a little bit later, I'm like, I was pushing that shit on Facebook. I started a meme page on Facebook. That shit blew up one summer like crazy. So I'm like, yo, if I could get these people from Facebook to follow me to YouTube under the same name, that shit would be crazy. I'd be getting paid tomorrow. And I got like 400 was like the only conversion I got.
See, that was before StreamYard where you could share it on both.
50K, 400. I was sick. I was like, all right, bad idea. But Facebook kept shadow banning me and shit anyway, kicking me off for my content. And so that's why that all fell apart. I wrote them like you're putting me in Facebook jail. I had a meme that said 200 views or 2 million views yesterday. I'm like, and you're going to put me in Facebook jail? This is crazy, bro.
Yeah. Listen, on my Hood to the Woods page, it was like a clip online where somebody was on an airport and they was in an airport and it's like a level and they just jumped off head first. You know what I'm saying?
I think I've seen that. I've seen that.
I uploaded the shit before the news. And I think I got up to a half a million and they took my shit down and they kept the news shit up. I said, wow, they did me dirty. A half a million
too, because the news should have reached out to you. Realistically.
Right. Well, they must have got the clip where I got the clip from. I got it off of Twitter. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Yeah, but they took mine down and they didn't take the news shit down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they paid that $500,000
filmed it in like a couple of hours. So I know how it feels to go viral. Like I kept looking at my phone, and then after a
Yeah.
while, I just stopped looking at it. It was like surreal. Like the numbers was just. I said,
Bro, that shit went from me and Kells. Like it was just me mostly, right? Like I would see a lot of memes. That's all my feed would be. A lot of funny, like crude humor ones that I like. I started making my own and shit, and they were starting to pop a little bit. So it was like me. Then I'm like, babe, I'm gonna need you to help me with this because I want to post at least twice an hour. And then that shit start popping. I'm like, wait a minute. I had a few people. Like I started like a little. That's where day ones came from. I made a group called Day Ones, which was the people who were like really rocking out in comment sections and coming to lives. And so it was like those people, I brought 3 of them in. I was like, all right, guys, now there's 5 people on deck. Share memes, every 15 minutes. At least all you share one every 15 minutes. And that shit started popping. And then bang, shadow ban. And then we had infighting and I'm like, there's no infighting. It's my shit. You're out. Goodbye. So you know what I mean? But I think that shadow band's still on. And then, like I said, I started to bring it to YouTube, and then it was slow and steady on YouTube. Like I made subs from when I met you. I made subs from Frank. I made subs from my comments on YouTube, which I got comments on here that have 50,000 likes. So people will see that and then just sub to my channel. I've had people, hey, I'm new here. I seen your comment, blah, blah, blah. Yo, welcome. And when I first started here, it was in the Philadelphia Eagles sector. So I have all kind of those content creators and followers that'll pop in. So I'm almost at 1,500, and that's what would make that little family right there.
So how many subs you got now?
Yeah, about 1,500, almost 15. I think I'm at like 14.
You're not trying to do no monetize, none of that?
No. I you know how you could put it on before you become monetized? I went through and turned it off before I had the chance, but my watch hours never make it.
The watch hour. Okay.
Because excuse me, I do real short content.
Right.
Some of my shit could be like 35 seconds. How much watch hours are you getting off a 35-second video?
Yeah, I get it.
But that's why I started to clip them together, right? Because it's like if I got my little skits and I got 4 of my skits, that's 2 minutes instead of 30 seconds. That could get a little, you know what I mean? But I get my little couple hundred views and I'm good with it.
Why you don't upload your instrumentals?
Well, I do that. I've just been slacking on it for a while. I do.
You got a tag on your joint?
Yeah, I got a playlist of them.
You got a tag?
I got 90 of them or something. And then I make playlists too. So if anybody,
do you
Spotify's boring.
Do you have a tag on your instrument?
The tag on my what?
Oh, you heard me? Finally. Do you have a tag on your beats, on your instrumentals? That's like when it says Kenzo.
Yeah, Dirty Kenzo Productions.
Okay.
Yeah, all one word.
Okay.
My salute.
You use that so nobody can steal your damn.
Oh yeah. I put it all the time. Okay. And then I'll even put in the title because, like I said, I do different shit, right? Like back in the day, if you remember Just Me Sunshine, when rest in peace to Brother Barn, when his son was being born, she's like, make a lullaby for him. And I'm like, cool, I was so inspired by it. I was like, let's do it. Because I had only been making like dance songs and rock songs, you know what I mean? Rap songs. I'm like, a lullaby? That's a different level. Wow. And I went and I was inspired by it, man. I killed it. It took me like 45 minutes. I messaged her. She sends me money. I'm like, I don't want that. This is amazing. Like, I love the moment. She's like, you shut up and take it. I'm buying it. I'm like, oh, cool. I'm going to send it to you. I'll send you the MP3. But when I premiered it live, Pamela, JMS, a few people, or Tammy, I think, were in the live chat, during the premiere. And it was like a connection in the moment. You know what I mean? So it made it even more special. So, man, it's just like music. I got a ton of music in there from years ago.
Yeah, man. But I'm about to get up out of here, man. This was a great brother. Appreciate you as always, my brother.
Thank you, my brother. Appreciate you.
You already know.
King Troll, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's go.
Dropping his links. Make sure you're dropping his links, please, and thank you, guys. Big Spec. Big Spec. What's up, live chat? I'll keep telling some stories while we at it. I got a million of them. till you guys click the link and interrupt and stop me. I'm going to start talking gibberish and bullshit. You guys want me to start talking bullshit? Go ahead. Make my day. Mike motherfucking Dougie. Mike motherfucking Dougie. Yo, we got a squad in the building. Salute to King Troll, man. Make sure you're dropping King Troll's link mods, please, and thank you. Drop your own mods. Make sure you're dropping any content creators if they ask. You know how it is, guys. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's see what we got here. I don't know if you've heard this one. Geo, this one's for Cecil. This one's for you, Cecil. Well, we got a guest. You guys got saved. Big Spec in the building.
M60
Big
Kenzo.
Spec Wangwan.
Wagwan.
You don't know.
No, you
What up,
feel me?
Spec?
Oh man, just cool. I was like, let me hit the link real quick because just got back from Sam's Club. I was like, yo, I seen what's up. I had to come bless the panel with my presence real quick. Shout out everybody in the chat. You already know. Hope y'all having a blessed and prosperous weekend with the family. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So I was like, yo, let me just come through, show you some love. You know what I'm saying? You know, you always appreciate it and respect it on these YouTube streets.
I see you in the chat. I'm gonna have to look into that. I didn't see any blocking today, JK.
You know,
but I'll have to get into my. I have to get in my studio.
But yeah, yo, shout out to you, Kels. You know what I'm saying? You good in the hood around here, Ken.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, wait, my mods like you, John. They wouldn't shoot you.
But yo, with Kenji, with that being said, I'm gonna keep my eye on the road and everything, man. I just wanted to hit you up real quick.
I appreciate you, big dog. Drive safe.
Always, man.
Salute the
appreciate
family.
It. Thank you.
One, brother, inspection.
I'll see you out here in the YouTube streets.
All right, Brody. Right by the beach. Boy. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I see OnlyFacts. I see My. I see Geo and Quinn. Ladies and gentlemen, grab your cowboy hats. Murph made a country song. Going down a dusty trail, getting water from the pail. When I seen my best gal, she was riding with another cowboy. Baby, I'm gonna like her throat. Why'd you do this to a shake cowboy? My heart is broke. Yeehaw! She stole my pickup truck. She didn't know the dog was in the back. Stole my picture truck. She didn't know my dog was in the back with the picture big. Queen Kells is working. No one can take me away from the party. I'd like to take y'all back to the greatest year in history. 1900s, y'all. We going way back. Last millennium type shit. 1983, ladies and gentlemen. 1983, the best year of all time, ladies and gentlemen, one time. It ain't easy being greasy, you feel me? Frankie Blanco. 1900, who was the president? Teddy Roosevelt, of course. New York Nicky in the building. I'm gonna rap everyone's name. Let's go. Game passenger. I don't know what rhymes with passenger. His regular name has way more rhyming to it, if I'm being honest. Okay, Mrs. Bobbiana, Auntie Mac, Beck, Matt Beck, John Illuminati, Nicky baby, come on, coming. Got me started. Smoking up to the sky. In the chat with my. I'm fried. Both white, Quinn. All white Ferrari. I crashed it in the mud. Now it's an all brown Ferrari. Except for that part that there's a little blood. I'm sorry. Please don't take me to jail. I don't want to go to jail. Please, I'm sorry. Now I'm in jail and I know I can't handle it. Gonna grab a rope and end it. Oh God, I can't take it. My wife and my kids won't even see me anymore. What's this about? How's this damn song still playing in my head? Someone save me. It won't stop. It just won't stop. Sexy J in the building. Being creative. It's a brown and bloody Ferrari. It's Harikari. We're in the safari. I smack a bitch like my name was Jabari. Let's go! Okay. See y'all in the chat. I appreciate y'all. We just vibing out, having fun. You know what it is. It's vibes. Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes in life, things are right and things are wrong. The bass on this song will knock your fucking face off. If I don't see fires in that goddamn chat, I'm shooting this whole fucking place up. I am Michael Myers, and I am chasing next nightmare. Now I'm Jason. Now I'm Freddy clawing up your fucking face. I forgot something. I lost it. I'm sorry. Please, guys. You know I can't rap. I'm Caucasian. Please. For the love of God, please. This one's for the Houthis. I don't know them, but they're out there. What's right and wrong, ladies and gentlemen? What really is right and wrong? I mean, if I'm right, that means you're wrong. And if you're right, that means I'm still right. That's how I roll. Appreciate you guys in the live chat. We got a bunch of soldiers, bunch of heathen, bunch of gremlins. Let's go! One time for the live chat, 2 times for the girl who's fat, 3 times for the live chat, 4 times for a fat fuck. Shake it, shake it. My pills are breaking. Why am I forsaken? Hey. Yo, appreciate you. I've been working on this fucking song forever, yo. Murder bars. I got murder bars. I'm blowing up cheers. Right and wrong, ladies and gentlemen. Never be right and wrong. You never want to be right and wrong. Where we at? Let's see what we got here for you. Yo, yous are killing it in the chat. Appreciate you. John got bars. That's a fact. Let's keep the party going. Oh, snap. Oh, sugar, honey, iced tea. Welcome to the Dark Circus. You are live in a direct with the Mortician Murph, motherfucker. And I'm gonna melt off your fucking face. We're all about the paper. What's your zodiac sign? $sign. I see y'all live chat MVP. The only way this is a family channel is if I kill him. When all the blood is spilling, Tommy in the chat wasn't willing. Before wheeling on a weekend. What up, Tommy? My family left. They left me, man. My family left me, y'all. They went to work. This song is melting your fucking brain. You feel that little tingle? Pause. Psycho. You want to see my family? They're buried in the backyard. You want to know if they fought back? My wrists are scarred. Let's go. We don't want no problems. We don't want no trouble. Old head Deuces, Adam, and his great uncle. Old head was there when God was born. He said, "What up, young boy?" God was like, "What do you want, you old bastard?" And he's like, "Hey God, what you got on my drink?" And God was like, "This guy never fucking stops." And he's like, "What do you need, old head? Like, do you need to look at the zodiac sign? You need $1 sign?" He's like, "I need $1." He's like, "What's your sign?" And he got kicked out of heaven just like the liquor store, like the day before. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you guys in the chat. Welcome to the concert. Welcome to the concert. We're going to take a small intermission. And by small, I mean just a sip of this drink and a smoke of my pipe. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I have been a cannabis user. I may also add, before I go any further, never call it marijuana. That is a name, quote, they made to demonize it. It's cannabis. We're cannabis users. I digress. I began the amazing journey with the love of my life known as Mary. Marijuana, like, say that. It's all that and then say marijuana. I fell in love with Mary. Ah, what a tale, ladies and gentlemen. Sit back and let me regale it for you. Let's see what we got here. Do we have something? Do we have any regaling music is the question, ladies and gentlemen. No, that's what we just played. Get out of here. Possibly this one. We may be able to regale a tale. Ooh, they ain't ready for that. They ain't ready for that. They ain't ready for that. We will regale a tale. Ladies and gentlemen, picture it. The year 1999. I'm standing down the river with a group of friends. And over the last few days, I've been really thinking about smoking doobies. They pull out the joint. Who's there? One of my best friends, another one of my best friends, and a girl I like. Of course, I'm about to smoke this joint. I take that hit. I take a deep one. I'm no pussy. You know, people with no exit. No, I breathe it deep. Pause. Exhale it. My first remarks. It tastes like burnt bacon. It tastes like burnt bacon, ladies and gentlemen. Uncle Ralph in the building. Uncle Ralph, please take a seat while we regale the tale of Murph's first love, Mary Jane. We'll be getting you guys right back into these music portions in a minute. We got to let it build, ladies and gentlemen. You motherfuckers don't let shit build. Pardon me. I overreact sometimes. I exhale. This tastes like burnt bacon, I say. The entire group laughs, including the girl that I like. In my head, I'm saying, stupid bitch. But in the real world, I'm saying, that really tastes like burnt bacon. The next day, well, I enjoy the high. I don't think you really get high your first time. The next day, actually, let's get it right. We're going to be getting this story right, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be regaled a tale like no other. You have to be prepared for it. I need to know the chat is prepared for the lengths and places that this could go. Let me know that in the chat. This is a parental slip for you guys to go on the field trip. I need to know if you guys are going to go on the field trip. Let me know if you're safe in the chat. James Hart, I know you're a soldier, but I still need the permission slip signed, guys. Let me know yes in the chat if you're ready to continue. One of the first songs I ever made here. This is my original theme song on here. The Dirty Kenzo. Dirty Kenzo Productions. Hometown Hero. I need to know that y'all are ready to keep this tale going. Thank you. East Coast, West Coast to the Midwest. East Coast, West Coast to the Midwest. Down south. East Coast, West Coast to the Midwest. Down south. Ladies and gentlemen, I see that you have turned in your permission slips promptly, and I thank you for it. For now, we shall continue regaling the tale of my first and second experience with the lovely marijuana. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. Indubitably. Ladies and gentlemen, join us. Join us. All right, guys, we're back in the saddle, ladies and gentlemen. The next day, I'm in the same group with my brother. My brother's there. He's a year and a half younger. They call us Kensington twins, Irish twins. You've heard these names. Probably somewhat racist, but I digress. We're standing on another corner, and they tell my brother, his nickname at the time, Meatball. And I'm sure you can imagine, ladies and gentlemen, the shape of a young man who has the nickname of Meatball. So they say, Meatball, did you know your brother, Murph, smoked yesterday? And he says, I don't believe you. And I said, I did. And he said, yeah, all right. And I said, yeah, all right. And he said, you're going to smoke. How about cigarettes? I said, I'll smoke a cigarette. He said, yeah, right. They said, here, Murph, smoke this cigarette. My brother, he's like, you smoking? I'll smoke. He's already smoking, so he knows the con. I ain't mad at the hustle, ladies and gentlemen. I ain't mad at the hustle in the front, in the slightest. So we both light it. He has the look of astonishment on his face. Now, mind you, I wasn't a square. I had asthma and was afraid I would die from it. I was misinformed. So, ladies and gentlemen, after that, we go a few days later. Guys, if you want to smoke again, I'm like, fuck yeah. We go back to that same place down the river, and I had one of the wildest nights of my entire life, ladies and gentlemen. The best of times. It was the worst of times. It was cliffhanger. Are you captivated? Are you entertained? Maybelline has entered the room. We got something sweet and sexy for the ladies. Ladies and gentlemen, life's tricky. Life is fickle. Ladies and gentlemen, I tell you, before I met the love of my life, Queen Ghost, there were so many ups and downs. The same girl who was there the night we smoked, that was kind of impressive. Not long later, I start dating one of her friends. Maybe even her best friend. All of a sudden, she wants me. I'm breaking up with the friend, and the friend's like, go be with her. She was a good lady. She's a good girl at the time. She was like, I know you want our friend. Go for it. Cool. The girl's acting like she's my girlfriend, ladies and gentlemen. This girl that I was crushing on. So we kissed a little bit. Nothing major. We're young, ladies and gentlemen. Get your minds out the gutter. We're only kids. Young people, ladies and gentlemen. So the next day, I'm hanging with the homies, and they say, yo, Kenzo. I say, yeah. We heard that they heard that you going out with little shorty. said, hey, a gentleman don't brag, you know what I mean? Now, mind you, this girl, come on, dickhead, this girl is in this house that my homies are asking me. This entire thing is likely a setup now that I think about it. They go ask her. Yo, shawty. She's in the shower. She's like, they're like, what? We can't hear you. They're like, you in there? She's like, they're like, get out of the water. Are you in there? She's like, yeah, I'm in here. Then she flipped and went back in the water. We heard that they heard that she was going out with Kenzo. And she said, next to this bitch in the water again. They just turned their head like gentlemen would and turned the water off. Now we can hear you. They said that you said he was going out with the Kenzo. And she said, nah. I was heartbroken, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't know what to do. Could I move on? Could I be a survivor? This is a rock song I made. It's called Survivor. It's not about that bitch. But it's about that type of energy. If you like rock music, you'll like it. Baby Kenzo Productions. Thank you for that story. We'll be back with another story in just a minute. Why did you lie on the tower? Why did you lie in the shower? Are you dating him? She said some dumb shit like that. Can't breathe, can't think. Think I'll take another drink. It's no good. It's not worth it. Years later, probably about 10 years later or so, I'm walking down the street. I look to the left. Nothing to write home about. I look to the right. And what do I see? That girl who denied me walking to me. Is this a gift from God? I'm gonna beat this fucking broad. Just kidding, domestic violence ain't good, no kidding. So then I see her, and she's like, hey, how you been? I was like, who are you? I knew her. She didn't know I knew her. She said, I'm so-and-so. Oh, I remember you so-and-so. How the hell you been? I see you have a child. I too, married, 2 kids. Well, wow, you look great. Thanks, I'm trying. How's life been? Oh, it's had its ups and downs. I bet it has, bitch. I bet it has. So you want to hang out for a little bit? Oh no, happily married man, thank you very much. Well, my mom's right here. You want to say hi to her, right? Sure, I'll say hi to you, Mom. Mom, look who's here. Hey, how you been? Pretty damn good since your dickhead ass daughter ain't been around. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Ah, the ballad. That was a ballad, ladies and gentlemen. That was an opera. I'm not seeing any cheering. I'm not seeing any hollering of encore. Guess this is what it's like on the other side. Jeez. Ladies and gentlemen, let's see if we have any more jams for you guys. I think we might have played them all. I do think we played them all. We might have this one. These years, I thought of you. That's Old Head singing right there, y'all. Old Head, this is how Old Head sings when no one's around. One time, I was walking across the Ben Franklin Bridge with my friend, both with a pocket full of weed. We get to the middle, see two guys in there. Say, hey man, that smells good. Can I get a hit? We're freaked out, real freaked out. We say, where are you from, stranger? He exuberantly exclaimed, Tennessee! We started laughing. He said, what's so funny? And we said, nothing. Nothing. Nothing funny at all, Tennessee. We're starting to get super paranoid. And we're thinking, Mr. Tennessee and his little fat friend are fucking narcs. So we say, shout out to my Dominicanos. And we look over, and what do we see? But a golf cart with a cop light on the bridge coming for us. There's only one way out, ladies and gentlemen. Turn back and run for your life. We're running. All the man in the cart can see. Back and heels. Back and heels. However, the max speed on a human, especially a fat one like we were, is probably about 12 miles an hour. The buggy can do at least 30. Down to the deadline. Will he get us before we get off that bridge? We're running. We're scared. Shit's falling out of our pockets. We're losing all of our weed. It's just falling into the Delaware River to be forgotten forever. We can see the end. He's so close. It feels like the wheels are on our heels. And we make it off the bridge, ladies and gentlemen. We made it off the bridge. He tries whipping the turn in his scooter or buggy, golf cart. And he damn near tipped it with his fat ass, ladies and gentlemen. Goddamn. Crazy life I have lived, ladies and gentlemen. It's a crazy life I have lived. Yo, I appreciate you guys in the chat. Just trying out something new, you know what I mean? A little storytelling format. Play you guys Fade It one more time. See if you like that one, G. Y'all hear that? That's the police siren. We're running. I'm painting a picture. We're on the subway, on the track. Cops behind us. Let's run. We make a left. They're still on our heels. I can't even run. I'm too stoned, too drunk. I'm losing my mind. What should I do? I lose my friends I'm with. Where should I go? I'm feeling crazy. Yeah, I am a little. Let's go. Here we go. Gemini in the building. Faded. Hey, I'm fucking faded. Salute everybody in the chat, everybody that tuned in for story time or when we had some panels, which was a great build with KT. Salute to him. You guys in the chat are really killing it, making me enjoy this live. I can't lie. It was good to flow through the last bit of it, just playing the music and you guys in the chat. I love humble salute again. I like doing the story. I think that works good. I know this music so well that I know when to take pauses to the parts of the songs and shit like that. So. Hey, John, yeah, I want to fix it either way. I want you to be able to come under your name and shit. So I'll definitely look into it. But like I said, I'm real particular with my mods. I used to mod everybody, but I took them all away not long ago because it gets really crazy. It's like if people want to come enjoy the content, they don't need a mod stick. The my mods know drop links. We don't really block anybody anyway, unless it's garbage. You know what I mean? So we ain't really got to sweat that too much, but definitely appreciate you guys. Thanks, John. Story time was fire. Appreciate that. Just a little bit of story. I did it back in the day. I talked about the fire we were in. I talked about my stomach blowing up. They were crazy vibes. So let's get you guys a little more music. I don't know how long ago we played this one. Matter of fact, I'll play you something different in a minute. We did just play that. We haven't played this one in a bit. Brother Rich in the building. Dirty Kenzo Productions. 83. Let's go. The link is pinned if anyone wants to join. Open panel, open topic. Link is pinned. Appreciate you, OnlyFacts. Mrs. Bobby on the links, appreciate you. Fuck yeah, see, so enjoy it, bro. Just enjoy the ride, ladies and gentlemen. No time like the right time, brother Rich. You're always good, bro. Oh snap, ladies and gentlemen, I want to see you in the crowd. Get your dancing shoes on. Appreciate you guys rocking out in the live chat. We ain't doing nothing special, but we appreciate you guys. I know my bro Quinn like this. We're gonna run it back one time. We'll be wrapping it up in a minute, guys. Appreciate you. Kenzo, Dirty Kenzo. I want to thank everybody who tuned in. Whether it was the build with me and King Troll, listening to music, joining story time, you guys have been great. We'll see you next time. Appreciate you. Give you a little bit more right and wrong before we get out of here. Appreciate y'all. We'll see you next time.